Well, here we are again. It's a recap of our first week in Valencia, Spain. So, this first clip you're looking at is my first day of walking. It was a Monday, or it could have been a Sunday. Time flies when you're having fun. And I was walking around checking out all of the food options for breakfast. Lots of coffee shops and croissants and fresh bakery. And I ran across this wonderful little nut shop. And of course, I love the protein and the flavor of nuts. And so it's going to be a regular stop for the next couple of weeks. Friendly people. And what you're looking at right now is mostly the neighborhood that we are in. It's great. Everything you could possibly imagine is nearby. And it's early. And there are people out in the streets. In Spain, a lot of the stores and things don't even open up until 9 o'clock. And I'm talking about stores that sell basics, where something like Target or one of those stores would open a lot earlier. Now you're looking at a walk through the community to some of the highlights, a lot of tourist areas, of course, but all of these things are within steps from where we're staying. When we look on our Google Maps or Siri navigation, most things are really 15 few minutes away. Obviously, we have to stop and grab some food, check out some of the street art. There's lots of it. Valencia is full of churches and grand buildings, beautiful fountains, and again, just steps away from where we're staying. We're staying in an area called Barrio del Carmen, which is really close to the city center. Lots of relics and arcades and just restaurants and people, and every language you can ever imagine is being spoken. Valencia is very interesting. It was founded sometime like 100 years BC, which means this city is old. There's a lot of construction going on, and there's great efforts to keep the old facades while they build and upgrade a lot of these buildings. There's lots of tours going on. We can hear tours in Italian, we can hear tours in Asian languages, we can hear tours in English, we can hear English-speaking tour guides. It's pretty amazing how many people are coming to see this particular city, and this is the third largest city in Spain. This first week we took in a lot of sights, a lot of the famous sites. Right now this walk is taking us to the Central Market, which is an incredible space. You'll see it shortly. But you can see how well maintained Valencia is, blending the new, blending the old. Clothing is actually pretty reasonable. Although I brought plenty of clothing with me, and my goal is to only buy one or two things. I also have a goal of trying to stay healthy and eating good food. However, we'll do the best we can. There's little characters out on that main plaza, and of course it reminds me of when you're in Times Square, although I didn't see that there was a big hustle going on as there are with some of those movie characters that are in Times Square. If you get a picture with them, they expect to be paid. And that could be the same thing going on here, except that we didn't see that kind of hustle and hassle for tourists while we were here. Now you notice there were like the tourist type shopping. There's also a nice large shopping center, which you will also see on this video. Right now we're just walking through, actually looking for some place to eat. We're a little hangry. Lots of street vendors, as well as retail stores. And you might, in this video, recognize some of the shops. There's a lot of brand name shops that are global. Zara is a Spanish brand, so we actually did go to Zara, however you pronounce it. And Craig has his phone navigating masterfully. Then we decided to take one of the hop-on, hop-off tour buses. We did a 2-day pass, and the reason why we did that was because we wanted to see where things were in the city. And this took us around, mostly around the central city, all the tourist spots, points of interest. We were able to see some major shopping centers, some of the museums. So as the next 2 weeks go along, we have a better idea of where things are. We were able to jump out at the beach at one point. We were able to jump out and grab some shopping. But as you can see, there are all sorts of aspects to this wonderful city, Valencia. It's modern, and at the same time, it's ancient. That is the bullfighting ring. Of course, that's controversial, but it is what it is. That is the train station that was built decades ago. And as you can see, there's a lot of emphasis and detail placed on beauty, greenery, walkways, pathways. So very different from the area that we're in. Sidewalks are still pretty narrow. There's a little bit more access for vehicles. And we actually did see an accident as we were on the hop-on, hop-off bus. In fact, it was the hop-on, hop-off bus operator who made a really sharp turn. Someone was parked very close to the disembarking area for the bus, and he hit the side of a vehicle, scraped it up. So we had to wait for another bus. Anyway, I kind of thought that traffic might be an issue, and I suspected that we might eventually see a car accident or two. So within our first week, we did see a minor fender bender. As you can see, there are beautiful, beautiful modern buildings now on the outskirts. This is an area that has music venues, ocean venues where you can see all types of ocean animals, and it's just pretty breathtaking. We're going to take in all of this during our next 2 weeks. So please stay tuned. We also took in some local culture at a jazz club nearby, only a 5-minute walk from where we're staying. After that jazz concert, we just headed on back over to our flat, and I was amazed at the streets, the way they looked at night, seeing all the graffiti against the wall, the lighting as artistic. It felt like we were in a movie. So I had to take a video of all of the street art and the lighting, and even the construction and everything is all blended.